Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Rachna from Crafting Moments. I hope you are doing so great. So in today's tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to make this heart pull-out photo box. Just have a look. This is how it looks from inside. Okay, so the whole process I'm going to take in two parts. So this is the part 1 of the tutorial. So in this part I'm just going to show you this outer box, and in the next part of this tutorial I'm just going to show you this inner part, that how to make this accordion hearts. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get started. So here the size of this box is 16 centimeter by 16 centimeter. So first we will see how to make the lid of this box, and then we will see how to make the this box. Okay, so well, the process of making both this are exactly the same, only there will be the difference in the measurements. So first start making with the lid. So first we need to make a template for this shape. Okay, so for making the template I'm just going to take a piece of cardstock 16 by 16 centimeter, but here for the demonstration purpose I have just taken this paper, and on the paper I have already made a square of 16 centimeter by 16 centimeter. So now the next process is to divide all the sides here into 4 equal parts. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab my scale and a pencil. So now we just need to divide it into 4 equal parts, all the sides. So here, as this is 16 centimeter, so we just need to mark after every 4 centimeter. So first marking will be at 4, second one will be at 8 centimeter, and the third one will be at 12 centimeter. So in this way we will get 3 markings on each side. In the same way we will just mark at the bottom as well. 4, 8 and 12. Now we just need to join these 2 points together to form a line like this. So repeat the same process on other side as well. We just need to divide this into 4 equal parts. So again marking will be same, 4 centimeter, 8 centimeter, and the another one will be at 12 centimeter. So if you are having a set square, then you can easily extend it with the help of set square like this, without marking on the other side. You can just easily extend these lines like this. So here you can see we have just made a grid here. This is a kind of a grid which we have made. Have a look. So I generally prefer this grid method just because it is very simple to draw a shape by just joining the points. Okay, and also it helps in the customization as well. So let me just show you with the basic template of this. Like here you can see this is one shape which we are going to learn today, and this is another shape. I am going to tell you what I have done here. I have just joined here 8 points, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So by joining this 8 points I have just got this shape, and by using this template I have just made this box. Just have a look. So you can make this shape as well. Okay, so this is the basic one because I have just joined all the existing points here. But here if I talk about this box, so you can see here this is pointed, but here the sides are flat. So we just need to make extra marking over this grid which we have just made. So let me just show you what we need to do. So here this is our second line and this is our fourth line. So we just need to mark half centimeter from this to this side and half centimeter to this side. So same we need to do on the fourth line as well. So here I'm just going to mark half centimeter, 1.5 centimeter on both the side of this, like this. Same here as well, 1.5 centimeter from this side and 1.5 centimeter to this side. So in this way we have just got here 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 points. And what other points we need to work on? 1, this is 2, this is 3, and same here as well. So total 10 points we need to join. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this one 10. So let me just show you after joining this, that how to join this. So here you can see we have just got this shape, as you can see here. Okay, so grid method is helpful for making the template, as this is so easy to make any shape, and this helps in customization as well. Suppose if you are not happy with this, suppose if you don't want this to be this much deeper, so what you can do, you can just put a mark how much deep you want. So you can just put a mark here and then you can just join this. So you can just make a shape as per your requirement. Another example, if I want to take, suppose if you don't want this much weight, if you want this to be little wider, so you can just put a mark how much wide you want. So you can just mark here, and the same marking you have to do here as well, and then you need to join. So in this way you can easily customize the shape as well as per your requirement, and also you can increase or decrease the size. As this is 16 centimeter by 16 centimeter, if you want to make a 20 centimeter by 20 centimeter, so you can just draw it and divide it into 4 equal parts. So in this way you can just simply customize it. It is very simple to customize. Just follow all these steps and yeah, you are ready to make the box. So yeah, after cutting this we will get a template over here. So I have already cut it. You will get something like this after cutting this template. So I have already cut it on the cardstock here. So now the next process is, you just need to take your scale and you just need to measure each and every side here, like this. Whatever will be the measurement, you just need to measure and write it here on the front of those sides. So there are total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are total 10 sides. So you just need to measure each and every side and you just need to write here. And while measuring you need to be so accurate, because even a single of difference will affect the finishing of your box. Yes, so all the measurements we will take in centimeter. So I have already measured all the sides here, and I have written down all the measurements here, and all these measurements are in centimeter. Okay, so now the next process is to convert this into the lead. So for that purpose we will need a piece of cardstock. Okay, so here if I talk about the height of this lead, so I'm just going to take this in 3.5 centimeter wide, and for just pasting the strip onto this base we need 1 centimeter extra. Okay, so I'm going to take the width of the cardstock as 4.5 centimeter. So I have already cut it in the required length and width. So this is 4.5 centimeter, and the length I have taken here 60 centimeter. Approximately length I have taken. Well, if you want the specific measurement for this particular one, so this is 56.8 centimeter, means this strip should be of 56.8 centimeter as per my measurements. Okay, so I have approximately taken this strip as 60 centimeter. Now what we need to do, we just need to make a lead like a structure here. So I just want my joint to be at this corner. So we now need to mark all these measurements over this piece of cardstock. So I will just start from here and will go through this and will end up here. Okay, so let me just show you. So first marking I will do at 11.3 centimeter. So I am just going to mark it here at 11.3 centimeter. Next, at a distance of 4 centimeter. And next at a distance of 4.8 centimeter. Okay, so in the same way we just need to do marking all these measurements like this. So at the bottom as well we need to do the same measurements, mark the same measurements like this, 11.3. so we just need to join these 2 points and score this here with the help of your scoring tool. So this is the one way you can do. Okay, and if you are having a set square, then you can just put your set square on this marking. This is at 4 centimeter from this point, so just align it properly and score it. So this is your second score line. And suppose if you are having a scoreboard, then you just need to put your marking over any groove line. So this was our third marking, so I'm just going to put this marking over any groove line. Make sure to align this to this, touch this. So I'm just going to score it. So in this way also you can make a scoring, either using a scale, or using set square, or using a scoreboard. So I'm just going to mark all other measurements as well and going to score this, and let me just show you after completing this. So here I have scored total 10 lines starting from here to here. Then after 11.3, here I have scored 11.3. so after this we need to score at 1 centimeter. So this extra 1 centimeter is for the pasting purpose, as we need to join both the ends here. So here I am marking at 1 centimeter and I am just going to score it. Like this. So this was our final scoring line. So there are total 11 scoring lines we have made, and now at last I am just going to cut off the extra here. Okay, so if you want a particular measurement, then what you can do, you can just add all these measurements together and at last add 1 centimeter to it for the pasting purpose. So the total length will be the length of this strip that you need to take here. Okay, so here we have done scoring widthwise. Now we just need to score here lengthwise as well. So as we need our width of the lead to be 3.5 centimeters, so we just need to score here at 3.5 centimeter. So I'm just going to mark here first at 3.5 centimeter and I will just score it. So with the help of a scoreboard I am just going to score it. This is our scoring part. Now let's burnish it along the scored lines like this. So after burnishing, the next process is to make the notches here. So just fold it widthwise like this, and we just need to, this is 1 centimeter part, we just need to fold it and we just need to make a notch here, triangular cut here like this. Once you open it, you can see a V shape here. So on all the folds you just need to perform this. You just need to cut till the scored line only. Okay, so just cut it. So after cutting, our piece of strip will look like this. See, now the next process is to paste it onto the base. So either you can put it onto the base like this, or else you can just paste it below the base like this as well. So for the tutorial purpose, I'm just going to paste it below the base, as it will be very easy for me to execute. So yeah, let me just put a glue over here. So I'm just going to put glue on this 1 centimeter part, and we will just paste it onto the base, below the base. So just align it properly and burnish it well. Just follow all the sides and just paste it like this. See, so in the same way you just need to paste it all over this. Here you just need to go it like this. Let me just show you. See, so you just need to paste it here like this. So let me just show you after pasting it. So I have just pasted it till 11.3. Now we are left with this 1 centimeter part. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put glue over here. Spread it with the help of finger, and I'm just going to paste it onto this one. Okay, and onto the base as well. Burnish it well. So in this way you can see your lid of the box is ready. So this is our lid, and I will just mat it with the help of pattern paper like this, and all these sides as well, inside and outside both. And let me just show you after completing this. So here you can see I have matted it with the pattern papers from outside as well as from the inside. So this is how the lid of our box looks like. Now the next part is to make this box, this bottom part. So as we want our lid to be closed very properly and easily, so we just need to make this box little lesser in size. So we will just work on our template. So as we have made this template earlier, so we just need to make a boundary inside at a distance of about 2 mm, or if you are working in inches, so you can take approx 1/8 of an inch. So I am just approximately marking it at a distance of 2 mm like this. So just so in this way you can say you are getting here inside hard. So we just need to cut this now, which I have marked with the help of my pencil. So you just need to cut it, and then we will get something like this. I have already cut it on the cardstock. So this is the base for our box, okay, and this is little lesser in size as we have made for the lead part. Okay, so now the next processes will be the same as we have followed in making the lead. Okay, so the next process is to just measure all the sides very accurately and write it in front of all the sides. So I have already written down all the measurements here, and all the measurements are in centimeter. Now after that we will need a piece of cardstock here, but before that I am just going to tell you the width of this, as I am going to take the width of this is 4.5 centimeter and 1 centimeter extra for the pasting purpose. Okay, so total width will be 5.5 centimeter. So the width of the longer size of cardstock will be 5.5 centimeter, and the length again I have taken here 60 centimeter approximately. But if you want to take a particular measurement, then again you just need to add all these measurements and plus 1 centimeter extra. So here as per my measurements I have 55.7 centimeter of cardstock requirement. Okay, but I have taken here 60 centimeter. So again you just need to process the whole steps as we have done earlier by marking all these measurements over this piece of cardstock, scoring, burnishing and folding, and yeah, after that we just need to paste it by turning it around like this. So after following all these steps, I'm just going to show you how our box will look like. So here I have just pasted till here. So what you can do now, you can just tuck it inside like this and paste it like this as well. Okay, so let me just apply glue here. And just paste it inside the box. Earlier I have just told you to paste it like this, but it's better to paste it inside like this. Then your joint will not be visible that much. So this is the another way of pasting it. So just try to follow this process. Okay, so in this way our box is also ready. Now I will just mat it with the pattern paper and will show you. So first let me just show you that after closing it. So this is our lid, and you can see how perfectly it is closing. Okay, so let me just show you after matting it with the pattern paper. So this is how our box looks after matting it with the pattern paper. Okay, so let me just show you after closing it. So this is our lid. So this is how it will look like. See, so I just want to keep it as simple as possible, so I'm just going to add this motif here only for the embellishment purpose. I have already applied here double-sided foam tape, so I'm just peel off its backing and will add it onto the top of this lid. So here completes our the box. So you can also use it as a gift box for putting some small gifts inside. You can also put some chocolates inside and gift to your loved ones. So yeah, this was the part 1 of our tutorial of heart pull out photo album or photo box. In the next part we will cover the inside part of this box. So yeah, that's all for today guys. I hope to see you in my next tutorial. Till then, stay creative. Bye bye.